Yahweh! Another week of looking at charts. Here we go. So, yeah, basically what's happening is the markets are still marketing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See right here we have Trump agreeing a deal with EU. So that's gonna affect Euro USD. Okay. And let's look at the news ahead. Monday, there's nothing. Tuesday, we've got. Okay, so this is East Africa time. So don't get confused. 5 p.m. is New York session. 3 p.m. New York session. UADP, FOMC. This is Bank of Japan. That's gonna affect the JP pay trades, PCE, and then NFP on Friday. Oh, so it's NFP week. Okay. Trade with caution, specifically during the news release hours. But otherwise, you probably will be good to go. So what I wanted to do here was make this video double up as a sign up video where I explain to people how they can register for TradingView, basically how to set up the charts the way that I set them up. And when you open TradingView charts, like if you were to type it up here, TradingView/charts, first you would have to create an account. So there'll be a link in the description below for you to be able to create an account at TradingView. And then once you open TradingView, you'll be met with a chart that is similar to this. What you will have when you click up here is different trading pairs, which are not these ones. What I did to change these is you click on the little dustbin icon over here and it makes the pair disappear. And if you want to add it, you just click up here and then you look for the pair that you do want to trade. So JP225, and yeah, you add that up there. And here you go. You have all the pairs that you want to be trading available on your watch list. Another thing I do is to take off this volume indicator because I don't use that. So you can either scroll to up here or you can right click and then click remove, and then it's gone and now you have cleaner charts. Another thing I like to do is dark theme. Yeah, because the brightness, it blinds. So what I would do here is solid background, sure. Grid lines, none. Crosshair, let's get it to ... Watermark, yeah, I guess I will need none of that. Scales, drop that to 10. You can see a bit more data on screen and you come up here. Time zone, New York time, as always. Then bodies of this, black, white, black, black. I'm gonna have to change the background color because it's almost impossible to see these properly. So you go back to canvas, solid, and then you click something lighter. Ooh, that's nice. It's easier on my eyes. Then you get to status line. Description, no, I just want the ticker. Logo, share, title, chart values, bar change values. Okay, you can just leave that on there. Trading, I don't want the buy and sell buttons over there. And I think that's as much. Okay, maybe one more thing. One more thing I would change. This text, black. Okay. Person hold to see detail chart views. Yeah, so this is because it's a new account. So you will be able to change this as much as you want. Then you can go up here Don't want to use the seconds or the tick charts. So I'll have 5 minutes and then close the rest. Oh, wait. And 30 minutes. My bad. Then I'll take the 2 hour and then I'll cycle through monthly, weekly, and daily. I don't need to have them on here all the time, but it's a nice to have. So we start at the monthly chart. What do we do at the monthly chart? Well, first things first. I actually am not sure what I'm supposed to be doing first things first, but first things first, monthly chart. You want to zoom into the most recent price action. Well, I guess that's what you want to do first. Why? Because one candle takes an entire month to form, so we're not going to get very far over the course of. I mean, the chart's not going to move too much. I'm going to make too many candles, so I need that should be nice, but no. Bid. I'll take a trend line. And then here, geometric shapes, I'll take a rectangle. And that's about it. That's pretty much all I need to set up my trading environment, or to mark up charts rather. So what I would do here is, first things first, at recent price action, where is the previous month's high? Look for the most recent swing high and swing low. Most recent swing high is over here. You traded through it. Okay, and then what I do is also I turn this magnet to weak magnet. Okay, why? Because then I can click here and it just still gives me a straight line. So yeah, I probably should have done this on August 1st, but I'm just excited right now. I don't know why, but yeah. And I'm already like, what, fucking 10 minutes into the stream. Fuck. This is for August 1st, bro. Anyway. Leave changes. How unprofessional, man. You know, at some point I'm like, it's maybe not the worst thing in the world that I'm streaming to nobody. Because if I am streaming to nobody... Ah, fuck, wrong button. If I am streaming to nobody, then even when I make these mistakes, I'm making these mistakes to nobody. So, yeah, I guess I'm okay with it now. Took me a while to get used to being on stream every week. I guess I'm kind of in flow with it right now. Or I've just accepted that this is life. No, I'm not hiding trades. I just didn't wanna. That one was a little upsetting. This, yeah. Anyway, monthly chart. Okay, so we ran very close. Very close. It's just too far down. Zoom in on here. Very close to reaching the previous month's, or well, the level of buy side liquidity that exists above this level, but we didn't quite reach into it, so yeah. Well, you see, it all happened in 1 week. First nothing and then everything all at once. That's how that saying goes, right? So this level is no longer not really considered buy side anymore because we've already traded through it. And then sell side. Please don't say streamer. I like make furry jokes. So what? Yeah, man. Anyway. Hey, that was correct. That was very correct. Well, not very correct, but it was the right direction. I wasn't expecting this move, and then the day I saw this, or the day this happened, or the day before, I don't remember properly, but one of those days, what did I see? On the news, they were talking about Japan buying back its loan from the U.S. Well, buying back its tariffs essentially from the U.S. What does what did that lead to? Well, it led to uh, confidence and upsurge in JPY prices, which makes me think that AU might have a similar effect going into the next week because of them also agreeing for, well, making a deal on the tariffs essentially. Swing high, yes, this is swing high. Oh, another thing I've noticed this week, right? The best swing highs to mark are the ones that happen after, like the ones which have a high on either side of them. So like this swing high has a swing high on the left, swing high on the right. You can back that it's gonna hold for a while, and if price does break it, then there's a change in the trend, essentially. That's something I noted this week. So this is gonna be the low of the last 20 days. This is gonna be the high of the last 20 days, and we're probably gonna see retracement into here. How far down depends on, I would say, somewhere here. About 305. Oh, yeah, so you could take that off. This is weekly sell side. Got buy side over here. Previous month's, well, not previous month's high, but buy side is taken here. So I guess we could take this off. And what do we have? Expecting price to come down this way in the upcoming week, potentially for a little retracement before coming down to somewhere here. Roughly here. That's my take for the week on JPY. JP225. Let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. Start the monthly chart. What is that annotating? So still within the range of the previous month, essentially consolidating. Gold's crazy, dog. Gold is consolidating and moving like 500 pips in a day. Anyway. Okay, what do we have here? Buy side was purged, so this is a new level of buy side. We have a high to the left of it. We have a incomplete swing high to the right of it, so we can't really call this buy side liquidity. The area of liquidity closest would be up here, and then there's liquidity down here, which can extend into another week. Okay, so I back this to hold. Why? Because we had a sweep of liquidity here. See the swing low? We had a sweep of liquidity before price moves higher. And then we have this low, swing low over here, swing low on this side. So I'm seeing bullish prices over the next foreseeable future. This wick, I think it happened in a day, so we'll just zoom in and see what that's about. Oh no, so the week consolidated, okay. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to step out of my screen. And then, here we go. This is the low of the last something week, the last couple weeks, I guess. Yeah. And we have this level of buy side, we can extend up to here. We have this level of buy side over here also. So this is the structure, right? This is, here we have that weekly order block, which is in line with overlapping with this daily fair value gap, which was traded into and then retested, and then price started breaking to the upside. As we've been breaking to the upside, we haven't seen any levels being defended. So this is the closest level of sell side liquidity here. So I haven't marked out this low. This one has swing high and a swing low and a swing low to either side of it. So this is the current active liquidity pool. Also, we had price expand, retrace into this, expand, come back in one more time, and then expand higher. What did it run to? What did it run into? Okay, so we've never been to these highs before, but it seems like somewhere on these levels, somewhere here, on these levels, there seems to be something, because how many just like flat. Anyway, you guys get what I mean. Those are y'all who are listening. So we've had this fair value gap traded through this invalid sweep of liquidity, right? Sweep of liquidity here. Is this a swing low? It's 320, 319. So this is technically a swing low also. So you have the swing low on this side. And then you swept liquidity and pushed to the upside. We traced down, closing below this breaker, meaning it's invalid now. And okay, so this happened after a sweep of liquidity. So we have liquidity here, 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 and here, which are swept, making this order block valid. Why? Because there's a fair value gap that happened afterwards. And this could be the range that price continues to consolidate into in the upcoming week. For added confluence and whatnot, you can mark up this order block. What we're gonna do, go to daily, and then scribble on it. This is what I see up for. See? Ah, damn it. Wasn't done. So, see this going down into here. Essentially pushing all the way back into here for FOMC before crashing lower in the week somewhere here. That's what I see on gold in the upcoming week. And lastly, euro dollar. I haven't traded this in a while actually. Okay, what's going on in euro dollar? We're still above that fair value gap. We're still within the previous month's range. Kind of tapped into here and then retraced. And after running out these highs, I'm expecting that this fair value gap is going to form, and then we're going to have to push lower. Either as retracement to continue going higher, or we're going to start next month going higher and then come back down because of that tariff announcement or deal announcement on the tariffs. So far, this is still looking bullish because we've traded through it the first time. We retraced lower into this level here, which is a breaker. Is it a breaker? I guess it's a breaker. And then pushing higher to the upside. Where we have multiple levels of buy side and sell side liquidity. I'm just going to extend this forward for another week and then get down to the daily chart where we see what happens. Okay, so daily chart high, low the last 20 days, and we are consolidating within a range. Price ran higher, came into the weekly fair value gap, daily order block. What am I saying, man? Traded into the weekly fair value gap and then retraced into this daily order block. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so what do I see happening tomorrow? Well, this week, potentially, I could see price coming back into here and then pushing higher to here. Yep, good to go. And that's my take on price. Well, that's my take on what the markets might do in the upcoming week, or what I expect to see happen in the markets in the upcoming week. I currently have 0 views, 0 chat people, so yeah, I'm just gonna call it right here also because I want to see